My beloved child, listen carefully and don't skip a single second. Because what I'm about to reveal will shake you to your very core. Something that was never meant for your eyes has just surfaced, and it carries your name written in betrayal. The chats were leaked accidentally, but destiny had a reason. Two people you trusted the most were talking behind your back, crafting words like weapons. They thought no one would ever find out. But heaven decided it was time for truth to spill out. Every line they typed was soaked with deception, jealousy, and quiet rage. And when you read what they said about you, you won't just feel shock, you'll feel the cold touch of realization. That's when their smiles turned fake, and their support turned into silence. They spoke as if you were an obstacle. They called you lucky, undeserving, and said your light made them invisible. But what they didn't know is that the universe watches every whisper in secret. One of them pretended to be your comforter, always asking how you're doing. Yet behind the screen, their words were poison. They mocked your kindness, your faith, and your resilience. And the other person, someone you never doubted, was the one replying. Yes, let's do it tomorrow, they wrote. That single line changed everything. They planned to show up, to twist stories, to ruin your peace. But something greater has already intervened. Because when their conversation leaked, it wasn't by mistake, it was by divine timing. Someone close to them grew uneasy. They couldn't bear watching evil take shape around you. And so, they sent the screenshots anonymously, praying you would see them before it was too late. Their plan was simple yet cruel, to break you emotionally. But what they didn't prepare for was your strength when truth finally stands before you. Because after tonight, you will never look at these two the same again. Tomorrow they were supposed to arrive together, pretending concern, hiding chaos behind their eyes. But now everything has changed. Because the heavens have already exposed their game. The very messages they sent to each other are being read in silence by you now, word for word. My beloved child, whispers a calm voice from above, this exposure was not meant to hurt you, but to free you. The pain you feel now is the price of clarity. And clarity, though heavy, is protection in disguise. One of them mentioned a place, a familiar spot where they planned to corner you emotionally. But that place will no longer hold power, because the truth got there first. Someone who was once their silent follower has switched sides. They've decided to reveal everything, even at the cost of losing those connections. And soon, the mask will fall right in front of your eyes. They said, tomorrow we'll go together, make them believe it's all love. But they forgot, when deceit walks into the light, it burns. And the moment you discovered this, their entire plan began to crumble. One of them already feels exposed. They've deleted their messages, trying to cover their tracks. But the screenshots exist, and they're already in motion toward you. They will try to smile when they see you, acting unaware. The angels have placed you in a protective circle. No energy formed against you will stand tomorrow. Because their attack has already been turned into their own mirror. Tonight you'll notice small signs, a sudden chill, a name appearing on your phone, a notification that feels too random. Those are not coincidences, they're confirmations. The same people who laughed at your downfall are now terrified of your peace. They can't understand why, after all their gossip, you still rise stronger. That's because the divine is already fighting for you in silence. What they planned as your breaking point has become your breakthrough moment. And the same truth that exposes them will elevate you. Tomorrow will come, but not with fear, it will come with divine justice. Their faces will reveal more than their words ever did. Because you're about to witness something rare, the unseen hand of destiny turning betrayal into your greatest awakening. They thought they could outsmart you, but they forgot, when your heart is pure, even leaked chats become weapons of light. The universe has already decided your side. They'll realize soon that what they meant for harm became your protection. And their plan, meant to attack your peace, has exposed their darkness. Now the only thing left for you is to rise, quietly, gracefully, unshaken. My beloved child, your silence will echo louder than any confrontation. Because tomorrow, when they arrive, they'll find you unbothered, peaceful, untouchable. And in that moment, they'll know, they failed. Because what you think is an ending is actually the start of your new chapter. A chapter where betrayal bows to truth, and deceit crumbles under divine justice. It's bigger than the leaked chats. It's the reason your soul was being tested in silence all this time. They thought they exposed you. But the truth is, they only revealed themselves. And heaven made sure you saw it just in time. My beloved child, stay here and don't move. Because what's about to unfold will make your heart race and your soul tremble with realization. The time that was once hidden is finally here, and they are already on their way. The air today feels different, doesn't it? A strange stillness, like the world is holding its breath for what's about to happen. They woke up this morning thinking everything was still under their control. They smiled in the mirror, rehearsed their words, pretending to be calm. But little did they know, the moment they step toward you, their masks will melt in front of your light. You will notice subtle signs before they appear. A sudden silence in the room, a ringing sound in your ear, or your intuition whispering, something is near. They're coming with smiles so polished, but their energy won't match their words. Because your spirit now recognizes deceit even before it speaks. And that's where their entire plan begins to collapse. They'll try to approach you with fake compassion, saying things like, "We've missed you." But your soul will remember every message they sent behind your back. Their hands may stretch out for peace, but their hearts still carry guilt. Every step they take closer to you will feel heavier, slower, colder. Because truth has already wrapped around you like armor. You will not need to confront them, your calmness will do it for you. They will read your silence like a confession they never wanted to make. Right now, they are rehearsing their smiles, trying to appear innocent. But deep down, their mind keeps replaying the words they typed, "Tomorrow we'll go and make sure they never rise again." They will sense something they can't explain, a heaviness, a discomfort, an invisible presence watching. That's divine protection standing right beside you. Their laughter will sound nervous, their eyes will flicker. And before they can start their act, life will interrupt their performance. A message will appear on one of their phones, an unknown number. It's the same anonymous sender who leaked their chat. The moment they see it, their faces will change completely. That's when the truth will crash like thunder. The message will say, "Everything you said has been recorded. Stop pretending." One of them will freeze, unable to breathe for a second. The other will stutter, trying to explain it away. But you'll see it, the fear, the guilt, the collapse of control. They'll realize someone from their own circle betrayed their secret. The same circle that once cheered for their plan is now turning against them. And you? You will remain calm. Because heaven's justice needs no shouting, no drama, no proof, it simply reveals. And that's exactly what will happen in front of your eyes. A moment will come when one of them finally whispers, "I'm sorry." Not because they're truly sorry, but because they can't escape the exposure anymore. You'll feel your heart ache, but not in pain, in power. Because that's when you'll realize, what was meant to destroy you became your testimony. The mask has fallen, and your peace has survived. My beloved. Soon, people will start asking them questions they can't answer. Their stories won't align anymore, their timelines will crack open. They'll blame each other, accuse each other of leaking the chats. They'll argue in whispers, pretending it's nothing. But deep inside, they'll both know, it's over. Because this is where you rise without lifting a finger. The divine has orchestrated this scene perfectly, every detail planned to restore your peace. Even the way light hits the room will feel symbolic. One small beam through the curtain, landing exactly where you stand. That's heaven marking your freedom. They'll realize they've lost control completely. And you'll realize something far greater: you never needed revenge, you only needed truth. They'll excuse themselves, trying to leave gracefully. But the air will be too heavy for them to breathe easily. They'll walk away, looking over their shoulders, wondering how it all fell apart. Because as soon as the door closes behind them, something divine will happen inside you. Peace will flood every corner of your being. The kind of peace that doesn't come from justice, but from knowing that heaven fought for you silently. And when you look around, you'll notice how quiet everything feels. That's the sound of spiritual victory. Because their departure is not your ending, it's your awakening. What they plotted against you has now become their lesson. From this moment, your life begins to shift in quiet ways. Your energy becomes untouchable, your path clears. Even those who once doubted you will sense the glow around you. You'll receive unexpected messages, people checking in, opportunities reappearing, peace finding you again. Because when truth is revealed, blessings return like sunlight after a storm. They'll try to rebuild their stories, but it won't work. The screenshots, the exposure, the timing, it's all too precise. Even they will admit quietly that this was something beyond coincidence. You are not just surviving this, you are rising through it. And your composure is now their greatest punishment. From now on, anyone who tries to harm you will be exposed before they even begin. Because the energy around you has changed forever. You are protected, covered, and divinely favored. Take a deep breath, let this truth settle in your heart. What was hidden has been revealed, and what was lost has been restored. My beloved child, stay calm and watch how life rewards those who endure without bitterness. Because tomorrow's sunrise will bring not fear, but proof, proof that no plan formed in shadows can touch a soul built in light. Stay till the end, because the best part is yet to unfold. The universe has already started rewriting your story. You're stepping into a timeline where betrayal no longer exists, only elevation. And every moment that once broke you is now working in your favor. My beloved child, don't move now, stay right here till the end. Because what's about to happen will leave you speechless. Everything that was hidden in whispers is about to echo loudly before the world. The storm that once threatened to ruin your peace is now turning into your spotlight. Those who doubted you will finally see the truth without you saying a single word. They thought they had erased their traces. But destiny has its own way of replaying scenes that were meant to be seen. And today, their own words are turning into their undoing. As they walk away, thinking they've escaped exposure, something unexpected happens. One of their old friends uploads a screenshot publicly, accidentally, but divinely timed. It spreads faster than wildfire. Within minutes, eyes begin to turn toward them. Their names, their words, everything they hid starts surfacing like waves after a storm. The same people who once praised them are now questioning their loyalty. Their silence speaks louder than their excuses. One of them tries to deny it, that's fake. But deep down, they know it's real, and that fear shows in their trembling voice. The universe isn't punishing them, it's revealing balance. As they panic, you remain calm. The same calmness that once made you appear weak now makes you untouchable. Their chaos no longer disturbs your spirit. And in that instant, your name will be cleared without your effort. That's divine justice manifesting right before human eyes. Every rumor, every insult will dissolve like smoke in sunlight. My child. Because the universe is not just exposing them, it's elevating you. Opportunities will start aligning, doors will open, favor will follow. People who once ignored you will now speak your name with respect. And those who plotted against you will find themselves isolated, lost in their own games. This is how the divine writes poetic balance. Stay till the end. Their messages are now evidence of truth. And while they hide, the light keeps pointing directly toward your innocence. You won't have to speak or defend anymore. Your silence has already spoken volumes. The energy around you has shifted completely, it's stronger, calmer, brighter. Every piece of their plan now turns against them. What they tried to use as manipulation has become their mirror of regret. They're losing their peace now, the same peace they once tried to steal from you. They're losing sleep, replaying every word they said. They'll realize soon that hurting someone pure only damages the one who commits the act. You were never their target, you were their lesson. People will begin distancing from them quietly. They'll sense the shift but won't know how to stop it. That's how divine correction works, it's silent but powerful. Because what's coming next is the most unexpected twist. Someone from authority, someone respected, will call their name. That person will ask them directly about the chat. They'll stutter, deny, then stay quiet. Because truth doesn't need defense, it simply stands. And in that silence, the world will see who was right all along. You'll feel no pride, no vengeance, just relief. Because peace feels better than proof. This exposure is not to shame them, it's to free you. Your energy is being lifted to a level they can't reach anymore. The same people who once whispered doubts will now whisper admiration. They'll wonder how you stayed so calm while everything around you was loud. They'll call it strength, but you'll know, it was divine protection. Because what's next will make your spirit glow even brighter. Their downfall will quietly open the path for your greatest season of abundance. You'll receive invitations, recognition, opportunities, all aligning at once. Because when you choose grace over anger, the heavens reward it with miracles. You're walking proof that no evil can stop a pure heart. Even those who helped them will start coming to you, asking for forgiveness. And you'll smile, not because they deserve it, but because you're free. You'll see them fading into their own silence. Their presence will feel distant, irrelevant, powerless. That's the cost of plotting against divine light. You've outgrown their energy, their games, their level. They'll still talk, still pretend, but none of it will reach you anymore. Your frequency is higher now, your peace is louder than their noise. You've become untouchable in the realm of truth. My beloved. Because the divine doesn't just reveal, it replaces. What you lost in betrayal is returning multiplied. Love that understands you, friendships that protect you, and paths that favor you. All of it is on its way, shaped by the lessons you just survived. You've proven your worth not by fighting, but by standing firm. Because in the next sunrise, something rare will happen. A message, a call, a sign, it will confirm your breakthrough. And when it arrives, you'll realize everything connected perfectly. The exposure, the timing, the silence, it all had a reason. This wasn't chaos, it was choreography. Because this isn't the end of their plan, it's the beginning of your rise. And no force in existence can stop what has already been written for you. From now on, your story won't be about betrayal. It will be about transformation, resilience, and divine proof. You are living evidence that light always wins in the end. Because every pain you felt is now turning into purpose. And the same people who once underestimated you will soon call you blessed. My beloved child, breathe deeply and know this. The chats may have exposed their evil plan, but heaven just revealed your destiny. You are chosen, protected, and unshakably free. My beloved child, stay right here and don't move away. Because what's about to happen next will leave you stunned. Everything they planned against you is now turning back in the most unexpected way. The same people who once mocked you are now living in quiet regret. Every lie they told has come full circle, and now they are the ones trembling in fear. They can't sleep at night, their minds replay the same moments again and again. Every word they typed, every plan they made, it's haunting them like a shadow. Because the truth they tried to bury has now become their biggest mirror. This isn't just karma, it's divine correction happening in real time. And today, something unbelievable is about to take place. They will reach out to you. Yes, the same person who laughed at your pain will now message you with trembling hands. The same one who spoke behind your back will suddenly say, I need your help. At first, you won't believe it. You'll think it's another trick, another fake act. But no, this time it's real. They've finally realized that the very light they tried to destroy was the only one that could save them. Their life has started to crumble in silence, and they can't find peace anywhere. Their message will come at an odd hour, maybe just when you least expect it. The words will be heavy, almost desperate. Can we talk? Please. Your heart will feel a strange mix of emotions, pain, shock, and compassion. Because deep down, you always knew truth would come back home. And now, it finally has. They'll tell you everything, how the guilt became too heavy, how nothing feels right anymore. They'll confess that they lost everything they once valued, including their own peace. They'll say they can't trust anyone now. Because every relationship they built on lies is now breaking one by one. The same people who encouraged their deceit have abandoned them too. Because this is not a moment of revenge, it's a moment of revelation. You will finally understand why you had to endure so much silence. They'll admit the chats were real. They'll say they were jealous, confused, manipulated. They'll say they didn't realize the damage until it was too late. My beloved. Because your response will define this entire story. And your calmness will show the power of divine grace. You won't raise your voice or remind them of the pain. You'll simply listen, and your silence will make them face themselves. That silence will heal what arguments never could. Because in that quiet moment, something sacred happens, you take back your power. You realize forgiveness isn't weakness, it's freedom. They'll break down, maybe even cry, saying, I wish I could undo everything. But life doesn't work that way. The past can't be erased, but truth can transform it. Because even though they come to you broken, it's not your job to fix them. Your job is to remain who you are, steady, kind, and divinely protected. They'll try to explain why they did it. But no explanation can ever justify betrayal. Yet your compassion will disarm them completely. Because as you stand in your peace, they'll realize what real strength looks like. Not in loud words, but in quiet grace that doesn't need validation. They'll apologize again and again, hoping to erase the past. But deep down, they'll know, you've moved on. And that realization will humble them more than anything else. Because this scene marks the end of an old cycle. You're no longer the person they could manipulate. You've grown, elevated, transformed. Your energy is no longer within their reach. You've outgrown their games completely. Because now the divine steps in again to reward your strength. What you lost in pain will now return multiplied in peace and abundance. Soon after this, new faces will enter your life. People with genuine hearts, loyal intentions, and calm energy. They will value you, not use you. Because this is the moment you truly reclaim your life. The darkness that surrounded you has finally cleared. The heavens watched you stay kind even when you could have turned cold. And that kindness is now your key to divine favor. Everything you touch will begin to bloom again. Because something beautiful is already unfolding behind the scenes. A breakthrough so unexpected it will erase every trace of sorrow. The universe is aligning you with blessings meant only for you. No gossip, no betrayal, no rumor can touch what's destined. You've stepped into a protected timeline where only truth can reach. My beloved. Because you will soon realize the purpose behind every pain. Those chats were never meant to destroy you, they were meant to expose what was never real. They were your awakening disguised as heartbreak. They were heaven's way of removing the wrong to make space for the right. And now, that space is ready to be filled with something extraordinary. Because soon, you'll feel a shift, a deep calm settling into your soul. That's peace taking its rightful place where fear once lived. They'll still carry guilt, but you'll carry grace. They'll still hide from truth, but you'll walk in freedom. Because light never seeks revenge, it just shines brighter. No one can destroy what was built with truth. Your story is no longer about pain, it's about power. The power of endurance, the power of peace, the power of divine timing. And that power now belongs to you, permanently. This is your closure, your victory, your silent triumph. Every storm has passed, and now, the calm belongs to you. From this moment forward, you will walk in quiet confidence. Your path will attract only those who match your honesty. And your light will serve as both a guide and a warning. Don't play with pure souls. My beloved child. Because the chapter that once broke you is now the one that crowns you. This is not just your healing, it's your rise. The leaked chats that once hurt you have now rewritten your destiny. You've become untouchable, chosen, and unstoppable. And from this day forward, only peace will find you. My beloved child, stay till the end, don't blink, don't move. Because what's about to reach you will change everything you thought you knew. It's not another rumor, not another confrontation, this time, it's written truth arriving directly to your hands. And listen closely. A letter is coming, quiet, sealed, and unexpected. No sender's name, no return address, just your name written in calm, deliberate handwriting. At first, you'll hesitate to open it. Your heart will sense that whatever's inside carries weight. But the moment you unfold it, every mystery will begin to make sense. Stay till the end, because this letter is not from an enemy. It's from someone who was watching everything silently. Someone who saw the plan forming long before you did. They were part of the circle once, close enough to hear every whisper. But something in their heart wouldn't let them continue. They couldn't bear seeing you walked into a trap made of lies. This person is the one who leaked the chats. But not for revenge, not to start chaos, but to protect you. They write in the letter, I couldn't stay quiet anymore. They crossed a line. Each word will feel heavy, real, honest. And you'll realize that even in betrayal, heaven had placed one silent guardian among them. My child. Because this letter reveals more than just truth, it reveals timing. It says, they were supposed to hurt you tomorrow, but I stopped it tonight. You'll feel chills reading those words. Because suddenly everything clicks, the early signs, the intuition, the sudden exposure. Nothing was random, everything was divine sequence. The letter continues, I know you don't know who I am, but I was once one of them. I was in the same group chat. I saw what they wrote. And I knew I couldn't let it happen. Those words will shake you, because it means you were being defended even when you thought you were alone. You'll read further, your hands trembling slightly. I sent those screenshots because you didn't deserve what they planned. I don't expect thanks. I just needed to make it right. And right there, you'll feel your heart soften, not with fear, but with gratitude. The one who started it all is now scared. They know their name will soon come out. Don't react. Don't respond. Just stay still. Let life reveal it for you. You'll fold the paper slowly, realizing how everything now connects. The exposure, the apology, the silence, all part of a grand design. Even betrayal had a hidden angel working behind the curtain. My beloved. Because at that very moment, you'll sense something powerful, the presence of calm around you. That calm isn't ordinary. It's divine reassurance. You were never left alone, you were being protected from inside the storm. The same storm that was meant to destroy you became your protection shield. And now, the truth has not just been exposed, it's been documented, sealed, and delivered to your hands. Because this letter carries one final line that will stay with you forever. It says, you were never their victim. You were their reminder that light cannot be broken. You'll reread it, again and again. Every word will echo with warmth, like a message straight from the heavens. You'll realize that this isn't just a letter, it's closure. Because after that, something rare will happen inside you. Instead of anger, you'll feel peace. Instead of questions, you'll feel understanding. You'll start remembering moments where you felt unseen, unheard, misunderstood. And now, you'll finally understand, those were not moments of abandonment. They were moments of redirection, guiding you away from danger you couldn't see. My child. Because right when you put the letter down, another sign will appear. Maybe your phone will light up with a notification, or the wind will shift suddenly, or a name will appear that brings instant clarity. It will be the universe confirming the truth you just read. That someone really was watching over you the whole time. And that protection came exactly when you needed it most. You'll sit in silence, staring at that folded paper on your table. It will feel almost alive, like it carries the energy of revelation and closure at once. You'll whisper softly to yourself, so this is how the divine works. Not loudly, not dramatically, but perfectly. Always on time, always in alignment. The people who once plotted will never have that power again. Their guilt will keep them restless, while your peace will become untouchable. Because once truth is written, it cannot be unwritten. This moment. Because soon, the universe will reward your silence with new beginnings. Connections that are real. Opportunities that align. Love that heals. You'll notice how everything that once hurt you begins to fade quietly. And what replaces it is strength, pure, grounded, eternal. You'll walk differently, speak differently, and attract differently. Because from this moment, every blessing that was delayed starts moving toward you. The path clears, the energy rises, and you become unstoppable. The divine never wanted you to fight this battle. It only wanted you to witness how truth protects its own. And now, that truth has done its work completely. Take that letter, fold it neatly, and keep it somewhere safe. It's not just paper, it's proof that heaven intervenes through people, even in hidden ways. It's proof that you were never unguarded, never unseen. And that every storm in your life was actually guidance in disguise. You were being protected from things you didn't even know were coming. Because this is your moment of divine peace. The moment when silence becomes your strength and truth becomes your crown. You have survived what was meant to break you. And now, you're walking into a chapter that no betrayal can touch. A chapter built on clarity, calmness, and celestial favor.